Wrestling Federation European title.
And 585, which takes the final round, Jim.
It's not enough to take you to Bullish Prize Board, Brian, but it's still worth £85 to you. Good luck with this. How many fluid ounces make a British pint?
20.
Good man. You try asking for 20 fluid ounces when you go for a pint of bitter. Well done. Gives you £85.
Final round to Pete with 100, Jim.
Bob, answer me this question for £100 and you go through to Bullish Prize Board. By what name was the American outlaw William H. Bonney widely known?
Buffalo Bill?
We can offer it for £85 across to Paul.
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid gets you £85.
2-1, so the final round to Dave.
John, this will take you through by 11 points to Bullish Prize Board. When a woman is awarded the OBE, what title is she given?
Order of the British Empire.
It's not, and there's a light on there for Mike and Ali, and if you can tell me, Michael, you can go through to Bullish Prize Board.
A dime.
It's right, sir, for £60.
And that's the ball. 125 score.
For £125, Martin, and a place on Bullish Prize Board takes you through to the second half. Which festival do the Americans celebrate on the fourth Thursday of each November, Martin? And there's a light on.
Thanksgiving, Jim.
Is correct.
So with 81, it's Andre taking the last round, Jim.
You've had a great game too, Andre and Pat. Here you go, Pat, for another £81. It's not enough to take you through, but it's worth giving us a correct answer for £81. What was pioneered by inventor Clarence Birdseye on the whole Leinster?
Frozen foods.
Good man, gets you £81.
That's very good thinking. 73 to take the final round, Jim.
Yes, a good darts, good darts. Chris, this is to take you through to Bullish Prize Board. £73 to add to the 230 you've got. Please take your time. Which beetle was sacred to the ancient Egyptians? Shh. And there's a light on. Bull is in. 43, it can take you through, Elaine, if you can tell me.
The Scarab, Jim.
The Scarab gives you £43.
Round to Greg with 140, Jim.
Fred, this will take you through to Bullish Prize Board and into the second half of the programme. Which pop singer has a pet chimpanzee called Bubbles?
Michael Jackson.
Gives you £140.
Gives you 80 and takes the final round.
Derek, this is to take you through to Bullish Prize Board. What name was given to the New Zealand and Australian Army troops who served in Europe and the Middle East in World War I?
Anzacs.
The Anzacs is worth to you £80.
So the final round to Richard.
Right, here we go, Janet. This is for £60 and a place on Bullish Prize Board. In May 1987, Matthias Rust flew to Moscow and landed his Cessna plane on Red Square next to the Kremlin. What nationality was he?
German. West
Gets
German.
you £60.
And 20, 60 takes the final round.
It can't take you through, sadly, John, but it's a £60 question. What is the name of the seabird which is sought after for its fine down, used for stuffing bed covers?
Eider duck.
The eider duck, sir, gives you £60.
2 takes the final round.
Which British king was nicknamed the Merry Monarch?
The final round then to Matt, Jim.
Okay, David, it's £100 for you. Can't take you through to the board, but it's still worth getting right for £100. Here we go. Listen very carefully to it. In 1912, fossil remains were found in Sussex, which were thought to be up to 1 million years old, and the missing link between man and the apes. It was a notorious hoax. What name did science give to the remains?
The Piltdown Man.
Good man. gives you £100.
You played it well, 91. It takes the final round, Jim.
Some game you're giving the viewers tonight, folks. Well played, all 6 of you. This is to take you through to Bullish Prize board, Doug, and to give you a further £91. General knowledge. Which cartoon character's catchphrase is, "What's up, Doc?" Shh.
Bugs Bunny, Jim.
Bugs Bunny, £91. You're through to Bullish Prize board.
With 100, Michael takes the final round.
John, little smile on your face here now. This is for £100 and a place on Bullish Prize board. In Anglo-Saxon England, which area was known as Mercia?
The West Country.
We can now pass that to the boys. Jim, can you tell me, sir?
The Midlands.
Thank you, sir. Gives you £70. Sadly, not just enough.
Takes the final round, Jim.
Sue, this can take you through to Bullish Prize board. The question's worth £130 and you will win the game. Listen very carefully. Please think before you answer. What name is given to the process of coating iron or steel with a protective coating of zinc?
Galvanisation.
Sue and Ian, you are through to Bullish Prize board with £510.
Takes the final round with 105, Jim.
It won't take you through to Bullish Prize board, Barry, won't this, but it'll give you a further £105. Between 1920 and 1933, the production and sale of alcohol was banned throughout the United States. What was the ban known as, Barry?
Prohibition, Jim.
Prohibition, sir, gives you £105.
125, so Ken takes the final round with 38, Jim.
38, Lillian, you're home and dry. You're through to Bullish Prize board anyway.
But it's enough to take the final rounds.
It's also enough to take you, David, with your partner, onto Bullish Prize board. For £83, what was Buffalo Bill's real name?
William Cody.
Gives you £83.
And 26, so the final round to Sue.
Now, for £81 and a place on Bullish Prize board, listen to this question very carefully. Bonus buttons still apply. Who was the 19th century explorer who went out to search for the Scottish missionary David Livingstone, feared lost in Africa?
Stanley?
Gets you £81.
And 1494 takes the final round, Jim.
It's not going to take you onto the prize board, I don't think, Steve, but listen to this. For £94, before decimal currency, what was a florin worth?
25 pence.
It wasn't. We can offer it across and we can give you £45 if you can tell us, Sharon. John.
530, so the final round to Ron.
This is to take you through to Bullish Prize board, John. Who was shot and wounded by American John Hinckley in 1981? There's a light on there.
John Lennon.
It wasn't. We can offer it. You can go through, Nigel, if you can tell me.
Ronald Reagan.
Is right.
Around, Jim.
Please listen very carefully. For £45 and to come back in the second half. In 1953, the Reverend Chad Varra founded a voluntary organisation which now has branches all over Britain. Which organisation is it? Shh. Shh, 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 shh. You're out of time. For £44, Chris.
Sorry, I don't know, Jim.
We move on. We can move down. You can have £41, Paul.
Fair, I don't know either, Jim.
Well, I don't believe it, boys.
And 545, so with 66, it's Billy who takes the final round, Jim.
Pressure's off you, Alan. You're through to Bullish Prize board anyway, but I'm going to explain it to you. It's worth £121 to you. If you miss it, we hand it down to £100, so you're within smelling distance of Bullish Prize board. All right, here we go. Please listen carefully. From which part of the licorice plant is the confectionery made?
From the root, Jim.
Is right, sir.
And 545, so with 60, Eamon takes the final round, Jim.
It's worth £60 to you, Paul, if you can tell me this. Which religion was founded by Mary Baker Eddy and argues that illness can be overcome by the mind?
Hinduism, Jim.
It's not. Diane, you're through to Bullish Prize board anyway, so there's no...
2081 unlucky, so the final round to Gary with 100, Jim.
Johnny, Little bit of pressure here, take your time. This will take you through to Bullish Prize Board for £100. Which bird is the national emblem of New Zealand?
Kiwi, Jim.
The kiwi gives you £100, giving you £430.
Final round to Graham with 87, Jim.
Calvin, this will take you through to Bullish Prize Board, and it will give you £87. Listen very carefully, and please take your time. Lie detectors measure various bodily reactions. Blood pressure is an obvious one. Can you name another one?
No reaction.
I can offer that to Thea for £83.
Pulse rate.
Is right. I'll say this to you, Jan. This takes you through to Bullish Prize Board if you can answer this question for £50. The first successful talking movie film starred Al Jolson. What was it called?
I don't know, Jim.
I really feel for you, I do honestly. Colin?
No.
I don't believe it. Ken?
Jazz singer?
The jazz singer gives you £38. Dave, this question for a place on Bullish Prize Board. According to the Old Testament, the Queen of Sheba travelled 1,200 miles to Jerusalem. Who did she go to see?
King David.
For £41 and a place on Bullish Prize Board, Kev, who did she go to see?
Is it Solomon, Jim? King Solomon?
Is right for 41. Jim. Pressure question for you, Em, and this. If you get this, in fact, you make it. You make it through to the Bullish Prize Board. In Greek mythology, who sailed with Jason in search of the Golden Fleece?
The Argonauts.
The Argonauts is right.
Gives you 82, and it takes the final round.
Taken the final round by 1 point. Give you £82 if you can tell me this tune. No pressure, you're through to the Bullish Prize Board anyway.
And 364, which takes the final round.
Mona, this can take you through to Bullish Prize Board. It's worth £64 to you and a place in the second half of the show. What was the motto of the Three Musketeers? And I've got to say there's a light on, and it's the wrong light you want on.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, for £34, can you tell me, Charlie?
All for one and one for all.
Is correct for